And now for something completely different. It's the same day as the Dollar Tree haul, and I can taste that sachet in my mouth. Like, it's gotta go. I made a mistake. I shouldn't have broken my rule. It's gotta go. I can taste it. It smells bad. So, that's very overpowering sachet. I think I liked the jasmine one better, and I wish that that had been the one that I got instead of losing it somewhere. So what I'm doing for you today, I just wanted to try and do my makeup, actually. So I don't know. I don't do makeup, and I feel like I've been doing my makeup for this, like, the same way for a long time. And I just want to try the things that I bought the other day. So I'm using pretty much only those things. I'm allowed to use some primer, and I'm allowed to use some... Oh, I have lip gloss. I'm allowed to use my old lip gloss if it's not expired. I haven't put on lip gloss in so long that I think I have a vast collection of lipstick for someone who never wears makeup, and I'm about to be really sad that I have to throw it out because we've been wearing masks this year and I just haven't had to use it, and I'm just really sad about that, y'all. I love lipstick despite the fact that I don't like my teeth. So yeah, I'm not gonna put on any real face products. I'm just doing eyes and brows probably because I just want to be like slightly sparkly, not all the way sparkly, like not all the way fancy, just a little bit fancier than typical. I have been out all day. I'm gonna have to shower in a little bit and get ready for work tomorrow. So I am gonna start, though, probably a mistake, but with my baby doll water smelling face wipe. I just want to see. I used it on my hand before. I didn't actually use it on my face, and I wanted to see, like, if I could stand the smell of it, if I was happy with the amount of oil it's taken off, or... Actually, that's nice. I like that. That's really nice. I'm looking at myself, and I shouldn't be. I should be looking at you, but these things just go so well for me. So yeah, I've got some lip gloss. I've got some lip gloss on, and I've now dampened my face with the makeup wipe. So we're gonna start by priming. I usually, for someone that doesn't wear makeup, I have a ton of makeup because theater, obviously. I don't wear it often, but I do put it on an awful lot. So this is matte Wet n Wild face primer, which I got because of an emergency. You know what? Screw it. It's on my face. Don't do this if you're a professional, but if it's your face, go ahead and freaking use your hands. The amount of times I've had to, like, blur out the F word when I've said it is really just astounding. Like, if I had a dime for every time I had to cut out a swear word on this channel. Now, usually on my eyes, I have a specific Wet n Wild eye primer, but that's somewhere on my floor and I cannot find it. But I was in a show called 45 Seconds to Broadway, and I forgot to bring my makeup. So I had to run out to Target and get all new makeup, and that's where I got this Wet n Wild primer. And I usually don't prime my whole face for every day, only when I'm on stage. But I do prime my eyes because I have really oily eyes and they crease very easily. And even though they still crease after I prime them, I find the crease is not as bad, so I prime. It's going to be very interesting because I've just realized I don't have a neutral. I usually have like a white So the way that I usually do my eyes, if I were to do my eyes for a character or for a photo shoot, I would be doing, I go for kind of like I learned how to do my makeup once in 2001, and I never did it differently. Okay. I don't contour. I don't know what I'm doing. So, but for my eyes, I'll do like an all over, like a matte powder, and I usually use the same color as my skin. So for my little makeup kit everyday idea, it's good. I guess it's good to know that I should make sure I have a matte powder in there, because the e.l.f. palette doesn't have one. So I'm about to look crazy. But that's okay, because it's just going to reflect what's really happening inside. Let's start with brows, just because that sounds like something I've never done. I've never done brows before. That's only half true. I use a clear mascara, and I will brush clear mascara through, but I have never really colored them before, so not a lot anyway. Not often. Does this have a mirror? Oh god, it's got a little baby mirror. Look at that. That's cute. You can tell I wear makeup a lot. So it says, let's see, remove any stray hairs. We'll do that later when you're not watching. Fill in brows with one or both of the powders. Well, probably just one, because my brows are not that dark. And then apply brow wax in an upward direction to keep brows in place. Okay. See how this works. Oh, it comes with baby tweezers. That's handy, because my mother likes to take mine and I use them, but usually for that one nostril hair that I have under my nose. But it's nice. That's cute. I like that it comes with baby tweezers. And then it comes with this weird little brush too, which seems very good and kind of low maintenance. You know what? Maybe we will do so. Oh, that is powdery. Technically, you're not supposed to blow on brushes either. If you're ever doing anyone else's makeup, that's technically a state board violation, I think. Or a violation of some kind. Oh yeah, I have a mirror, by the way. Oh, this is weird. I'm pretty sure I'm not doing it right. I don't hate it. I want it to look kind of like gender neutral. So I don't hate a strong brow. Like, I'm okay with that. I do need to tweeze though. Holy shit, that's dark. I don't hate it. I don't hate it though. Is this what having brows is like? I look dangerous. I'm coming to steal your girl. I was mixing the dark and the light one. I think maybe that's a mistake. That's funny looking. That looks weird. I don't know, when I go like that, I kind of like it. I remember working a show, and it was called, oh my gosh, it was something, I think it was called Women's Rights, and it was a show about goddesses, and one of the girls playing, I think, the goddess of destruction or something, she was by career a stripper, and she said I needed more cheeks, but I needed like sexy cheeks, not like little kid cheeks. And I had no idea what she's talking about, because it's my first show. I'm like freshly turned 18 and the youngest person in this acting class. And you know, I'm like, what do you mean? And I'm just thinking my cool stripper friend is telling me that I'm going to do something really cool, because strippers know how to do everything cool, in my humble opinion. That's better than the first one. Let's see if I can like get that to like stop being so strong. So anyway, so she's telling me how to do my cheekbones, and this is in a day and age before contouring, and she tells me to use a CoverGirl purple eyeshadow, and it's like, and she literally contoured like a light purple, a medium purple, and a dark purple like sideburn onto my face. And I wore that in public too. I thought that looked so good. I was like, I finally have cheekbones. This is what cheekbones looks like. And in her opinion, she said it was because of the shadow. It would look like a shadow because it was purple. Not like I was hideously bruised in some mysterious and unknown way. But she said that I would look like I had cheekbones. And I literally would go to like coffee shops with my friends in my 2004 emo outfits with this like sharp purple contour. And it looked really interesting. And I still have that eyeshadow palette. They still sell it today. And sometimes I whip it out and use it. But I know it's not good by today's standards anyway. It was not good by then standards either, but... Alright, and then it says do the wax thing. I like my brows are dark. I kind of like that. I look really serious. Don't know how to feel about being really serious. I enjoy this. This is good. I kind of like it. It makes my whole face look different. Anyway, so that's out of the way. What are we doing next? Some of this glittery. I was really hoping by the back end of it, I was really hoping it was going to be more matte instead of glittery, but we'll give it a shot. Don't like that you can see all the things happening in my bedroom right now. There's many of them and they're not good. Okay, it's very light, which is good. That's kind of what I'm going for. I don't want it to be super dark. Just trying to do something a little summery. It's really hard to do makeup in front of a camera. Never done this before. I wish that my setup was higher. Like, I have a little laptop tray that I'm leaning on right now. And I just wish it were like higher up. When I take my profile pictures for oh no, you can see all the fabric that's on that chair. When I take all my profile pictures for like Facebook or Instagram or something, I do like color correction and stuff. Like I correct the color underneath my, well, this is gonna get everywhere. So it doesn't stay sticky. It dries like a powder. So this is gonna get all over everything. That's okay. I like that. That's a plus. But I do a lot of color correction. Like I'll color correct the circles under my eyes, or like if I'm on stage, I'll do the yellow under my eyes and then green on my cheeks, and try to color correct a little more of the flaws in my skin. And not today. I'm just not doing it for you. I'm so sorry. Only I'm really not. So the reason that I liked the idea of the mint palette is I don't wear a lot of mint, but on my allowable color palette for my wardrobe, and I have an allowable color palette that I try to stick to. It doesn't always succeed, but I try. Mint is one of the colors I'm allowed to have. Oh, I thought it was black. It's not black. It's green. It's a really dark green. Oh, that's really pretty. I might have just changed this whole idea while it's actually on my face. But yeah, I just thought that the green would be a fun color to try. Like a nice, fun color to give it a shot. Okay, a little powdery. I'm trying to keep that out of the way. I guess I'm still doing my makeup the same. I did the same thing I always do. I put it in the corners and then I put it in the middle, and it's a different color in the middle. That's pretty much what I always do. I like that there's a matte mint green. Glitter gets stuck in my wrinkles. I have very soft skin around my eyes. I don't know if everyone else does. I don't know if that's a thing people talk about. But I feel like matte just looks better. Not that I couldn't wear. I'm not putting a limit on myself. If I want to wear glitter, it's going to happen. I just put brown glitter on it. But I just have a preference. I have a preference for matte nail polish as well. Oh, I feel like the green is really making my eyes look a lot bluer. That's kind of nice. Or it could be the carrots I ate earlier, but I don't know what my mom's listening to, but it's playing that "Oh no, 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 no" song. I can hear it. I can hear whatever happened to you. Okay, so plans were going to be, I don't like the brown glitter. I mean, I do. I will use it again, but I don't enjoy it for what I was going for. And it's been so long since I've actually washed my brushes. Finding a brush that I like is really getting challenging. In cosmetology school, we learned instead of like blowing, you're supposed to tap the excess off. I'm a hairdresser. I'm not a makeup artist. Yet. Eventually, maybe. No, like it's not. I'm a hairdresser. We all have our strengths. Makeup has never been mine. I just think every color is a neutral if you try hard enough. If you just really believe in your heart, then it is. Oh, that is a lot of it. So the dark green is really powdery. If I suddenly decide that I love this color on me, though, one of my friends is going to need to cosplay Harley Quinn so I can be the Ivy. My trick for getting fallout out is to not do my whole face and then to just swipe away with a clean brush. I'm sure other people have taught you that. I'm sure that's not new. But when I'm doing makeup backstage, it's typically what I do. Okay, so I tried to do different makeup and just ended up doing the same placement that I always do, which is lighter inner and darker outer. That's typically what I do. Limited tools. I'm only allowed to use the tools that I currently have. I can't go get more from my makeup collection. Oh yeah, I'm making that face. Why do we make that face? I mean, it's supposed to stretch the skin, I guess, but does it? Okay, I do kind of like outlining the bags under my eyes in glitter. It makes them puffier, but fancier. Fancy. So this was the brush I tried to use my primer with. I may actually take the brow, a little bit of the brow color and smudge a bit around the top. Because I'm only allowed to use these two palettes. That was the start of the video. I'm like, I'm only using the things I literally just bought from Walmart, which was a mistake because I didn't have a blending color. I didn't have my tan all over. I also didn't have my mascara out today. Typically for mascara, I use, oh, I like that. I use, the e.l.f. It's one of the e.l.f. ones. No, yeah, it's one of the e.l.f. ones. There can be a lot of high emotions when you're doing theater, even if it's just community theater. And it's just important to remember that there are fun things, like doing your makeup backstage in a room full of people, and just the way that your kind of theater family grows out of those connections. And yeah, I mean, it's always kind of stressful, but by the middle of the performances, you've got, like, you're joking and you're just chilling backstage doing your makeup with the rest of the ensemble, and like it's fun. Like, it can be really fun, and there's just nothing that beats performing. Like, there's just nothing. Sometimes I like think about like doing like some of my monologues on here, since the Walking with Shakespeare video was so well received. Like, y'all seem to really like that. I am more of a comedic actor. Sorry. I'm more of a comedic actor typically. But I love to do drama, and I don't get a chance to do it a lot. You know, there is a bit of a lack of talent, but all, like, to consider. Like, I'm much better at comedic timing, I think, than I am at dramatic timing. But, you know, also I'm heavier, and I have short hair, and I'm non-binary. So I'm competing with other actors that look differently than me. So sometimes you don't get cast in a certain way. So I just sometimes think it would be nice to, like, start doing monologues or performances on here for you, because on here I can kind of be whatever I want to be. It's like literally the song My Own Little Corner, you know? Which is in my range. But I don't know, I just think about that a lot, like maybe trying to get some of my friends and doing something kind of fun that way. The breakup proof liner that I had to pull off my floor because it fell there. Just trying to see if I can get a more I'm looking for more smudge, I think, is what I'm looking for in my eyeliner. A little less neatness. Of course, this brow pencil, or this brow powder, is doing it for me. I like that. You know, I just thought it might be fun. I auditioned for the Maryland Renaissance Festival a couple years ago. Did not get in. Oh, was that... That audition is like will haunt me to this day. I looked forward to that for 2 solid months. And then like the day before the audition, after asking 2 solid months in advance, my boss tried to like not give me off to go to the audition. So I quit my job, which you shouldn't do for an audition really, but I did. I just went, no, I've wanted to be an actor at the Ren Fair since I was 15 years old. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity. They only have 6 spots. And I'm one of like the 80 people they've let audition for this. I'm like, I'm not missing this. And my boss was just like, you're not allowed to do hair and theater at the same time. I mean, that's not what he said. It was actually worse, but he just had this like, no, kind of. So I quit. And the day of the audition, my car broke down, so I had to rent a vehicle to drive from where I live, which is close to Pennsylvania, all the way to Annapolis, which is where it was like a 2-hour drive. And I misread the audition time. I thought my audition time was 2:30. It was 2. I walk in at 2:15 thinking I am early and I am late, and I'm lucky they even still let me audition. And then I did Hamlet, which I've never seen. I did the what a piece of work is man monologue from Hamlet because I don't know, but I could memorize it easily, so it's what I did. And I felt so amazing, like getting up on the stage at the Maryland Renaissance Festival and auditioning for them and doing this Hamlet monologue, which I don't even know if the tone that I'm doing it in is correct. Like, that's the thing. Like, I'm not sure where it happens in the play. I'm not actually even entirely sure the plot of Hamlet, except for I know there's a little, like, incest or something. But I got up, but I remembered it because it was used in another play I was in. I was in a more modern play that used part of that monologue. So I went with how that actor did it. And that actor was angry in the scene. It was a deity who was yelling at a human with the what a piece of work is man monologue. And they were like, I'm trying to remember. I think it was, nope. I lost it again. And your secrecy to the king and queen shall moult no feather. I have of late, though wherefore I know not, lost all my mirth. Forgone all custom of excises, and indeed it goes so heavily with my disposition that this goodly frame, the earth, seems to me a sterile promontory. This most excellent canopy there, look you, this brave o'erhanging firmament, this majestical roof fretted with golden fire. Why, it appeareth no other thing to me than a foul and pestilent congregation of vapours. What a piece of work is man! How noble in reason, how infinite in faculty, in form and moving, how express and admirable, in action, how like an angel, in apprehension, how like a god, the beauty of the world, the paragon of animals. And yet to me, what is this quintessence of dust? Man delight me not, no, nor no woman neither. Something like that. So, you know, I was freaking excited. Because, like, I'm never going to get cast as Hamlet. And I thought I did good. But then the trouble was I did get asked to read another piece, and I was woefully underprepared, and it was so easy. I think I just choked. I think the adrenaline, because this was back when I still would not drive on highways, because for the first several years of having my license, I wouldn't drive on highways, so it literally did take me like 2.5 hours to get there, and it should have only taken me like 2 at max. And like, and I hated driving SUVs, and I had to rent an SUV. Like, I was having an anxiety attack from hell to get to this place, to get to this audition. And they asked me to read Romeo and Juliet, the opening to Romeo and Juliet, and I freaking choked. I choked. And then they asked me to read a piece from Julius Caesar, and I just choked. I don't know why. I was a little underprepared, but I also really choked. And it sucks because I really wanted to be in Julius Caesar. Like, I thought that would be cool. I was like, I'll play anything. I will play a stick in the background. I will be here. But I didn't get it, which was sad. I was a little bummed, but at the same time, these things happen for a reason. And I did get to do the Walking with Shakespeare event just this past spring, and that was amazing. Walking around doing, being dressed like Cesario, who I didn't even know was a dream role until I did it, and then I'm like, well, this was a dream. But I don't know, I thought it might be kind of fun to, at random, be like, Megan's monologues, and hit you with some theater. Thing is we're not going to be in quarantine anymore, I guess. Theater is kind of making a comeback, so I'm about to be really busy. I'm looped into a couple of secret projects that I can't really talk about right now, but I'm really excited about. One involves a minor promotion. I think this one needs a little bit more. But yeah, so I thought that would be fun. Oh man, that audition. The feeling though, when I moved back to my parents' house, I moved back here after a pretty big breakup. The person I'd been with for a very long time. And I was like, I want to do things. I want to do things that I told myself I couldn't do. I want to go back to school, and I want to do hair because, I always told myself I would never finish and I would never do that. And I want to go back into acting. And actually, literally, hair was the reason. I was like, I'm going to go to hair school because if I don't get on stage, at least I can do hair backstage. It didn't occur to me that you didn't have to have a license to do that. But again, I'm notorious for being woefully underprepared. So I just was like, I'm doing it. I'm doing all these things. And so 15-year-old Megan, who desperately wanted to be in the Renaissance Fair and just assumed that they would never be able to audition, was very gratified by the sound of my boots on the stage at the Renaissance Festival. And the fact that I actually gave it a try, and I didn't get it, but the most important thing in life is that you just try, you gotta try stuff. And, so that's exciting. And my community theater journey has taken me in a separate path. And now I'm more involved with some of the more DMV community theaters. And, it's really cool. It's been really cool. So, but I love performing, and I missed it every single minute that I wasn't doing it. I think that's why I started a blog, actually. I think I started a blog specifically because I missed that performance aspect and the feedback that I would get on my blog or on the fic that I would post. I think that's kind of why, that was the applause of the audience to me. And I'm going to try again if I ever see that the Renaissance Fest has openings again, auditions. I'm gonna try. And it was a blast, man. Let's see, one more thing. I did decide to do one more thing out of my normal makeup. I'm a little bit of blush. My cheeks being super red is a little triggery for me. I've always been very self-conscious of how red my cheeks look. If I'm outside for 2 seconds, if I'm laughing too hard, if I'm breathing too hard, my cheeks just get super, super pink really easily, and my whole face gets flushed and sweaty and gross, and I just always get really self-conscious about it. But I know a lot of the TikTok generation have been doing like a heavy blush under the eyes and on the nose, and I just thought it looked kind of cute, and I thought I'd give it a shot. Maybe by doing it dramatically it'll help me accept it. But let's see, I'm actually gonna do it in here. I want to do it kind of on the cheekbone so it's a little bit more dramatic. This is an e.l.f. one. I got it. I don't use blush. I only use it on stage. I don't personally use it a lot because obviously I just told you the reason, but it's not too bad. This one's not as pigmented, I will say. This is a very light blush. I once caked this stuff on at a play. Like, caked it, like, on the apples of my cheeks. And I thought it was too much. I thought I looked like a tomato. And when the makeup artist walked past me, she went, "Honey, you need more." And I just went, "Are you serious?" And I saw the rehearsal pictures. You couldn't see any of my features. I needed way more. When that light hit me, I was white. No actual features to my face. I definitely needed some blush. Yeah, it's not even showing up in real life. Like, it's not even like one of those things where it's like showing up. It just looked like I have a bad sunburn at this point. I wonder if I should have made it more sticky. Is this makeup? I think it's a little heavy for every day, but I actually really like the eyeliner. I think the eyeliner is really good. I like the mint. I think the mint made my eyes look really blue. And the blush thing, I don't know that it's going to make me love my cheeks any more than I already do. It's one of those things where I've been doing blogs and stuff for a really long time, and I've been taking a lot of pictures of myself, and this general area of my face, this whole thing, for all the pictures that I take, like, people think I'm kind of a narcissist, and I'm mostly documenting the clothes. I just also happen to be wearing them, and I just really, not a big fan of my face, but this is the one I was born with, so I gotta make it work. Loving the brows, though. The brows, I was surprised because I didn't think that I was gonna love having brows. But I do. These are nice. I like it. I look kind of villainous. I'm like, yeah, I'm here to burn down your house and eat your children. If you like this video, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing it with your friends, or drinking some water, taking a nap, going outside for a walk, or terrorizing the villagers. Until next time, bye.